Greetings, and welcome to episode 22 of The Good, the Bad, and the Poorly Written. I'm Luke. I'm a writer, director, and film editor. And in this series, we're taking a look at my first feature screenplay and trying to make it a bit better. The script, Crime at 6,200 Feet, is a neo-noir about a ski bum living in South Lake Tahoe who attempts to investigate a crime. I wrote it when I was a ski bum living in South Lake Tahoe. In the last episode, we saw Sam trail the weed-selling character Big Ears to a meeting with his supplier. Sam doesn't get a look at his face, but he does see that the supplier has a pinky ring and coke nail. Today, we're looking at scenes 53 and 54, where Sam investigates Brent. Now, I know it's been a few episodes since his name was mentioned, so quick refresher. At the start of the film, Sam learns that low-level drug dealer Charlie's house was burgled, and Sam took it upon himself to investigate. Brent was one of the people at Charlie's the night of the crime, and the only one, besides Jose, that Sam has yet to interview. Now, these scenes are atrocious. They have a lot of problems we've looked at in other episodes. Shoe leather, double beats, unnecessary phone calls, missing scene slugs. But even worse, there's no conflict, no drama, no stake, and no consequences. Saying they are boring would be an understatement. A big part of rewriting is being able to identify what the original writer was trying to do, and then figuring out how to do that in a better way. But it's your job as the rewriter, or note giver, to be able to figure out what the key elements are. Like, say someone served you a liver, onion, and green apple stir fry, and it was awful, but you needed to fix the dish. Well, you'd have to figure out what the key ingredient was, the one thing worth saving. If you decided it was green apple, you'd be free to make an apple pie. Sure, it's a dramatically different dish, but it keeps and highlights what's important, the apple. So even though these scenes are not good, I think it'll be a fun exercise trying to figure out how to use them as a springboard for something that works. All right, let's get into it. Scene 53, interior, Big Apple Pizza, evening. It is the next day. Sam is back at work. He pulls a pie out of the oven, boxes it, and slices it, and puts it on the oven. Looking over the ticket holder, he sees that there are no new orders. Sam walks out of the kitchen and pours himself a beer. He takes a long drink, then grabs the cordless phone and phone book. He slides these across the bar, then walks around and sits. He takes another long drink and opens the phone book. He pages through until he finds the number he is looking for. The driver walks by.
Hey, how do you block a number?
Star 67, I think.
Let me try. What's your cell?
Sam dials on the cordless. The driver's cell phone rings.
It says private.
Excellent.
Sam dials the found number plus the star 67.
Hello, yes, I'm calling from AT&T. I'm trying to get a hold of one of your employees. Brent? This is regarding a business matter. His last name?
Sam starts to put the phone back up, then pulls it down and turns it off.
What the is his last name?
The driver walks out with the pizza in one hand and eating a slice with the other.
Whose name? Can you read me up?
Nothing. Yeah, hang on.
Sam walks around the counter, deep in thought.
Hey, how often should I get my board waxed?
Sam, ringing up order.
It depends. How much do you ride?
Oh, a couple times a week.
Sam, still in thought and a little annoyed.
You'd probably be cool with every other week.
What about tunes from a shop?
A light bulb goes off in Sam's head.
That's it.
What's it?
Just once or twice a season.
Sam runs around the counter and grabs the phone. He hits redial. Sam, adopting a stoner voice.
Yeah, is like Brent there? No? 'Cause the dude's board is done and he is like totally isn't answering his cell phone. Yeah, his home phone would be cool. Thanks, bro.
Sam clicks the phone off.
Suckers.
Cut to... where do I even begin? We're missing a scene slug here. We've got another new character that is missing a character description. This should have been written out as star 67, or maybe star 67, depending on how you wanted it said on screen. This should match the rest of the script, where we hear both sides of Sam's phone calls. And finally, I don't buy that whoever Sam is talking to would just give him Brent's number. The whole "your board is ready" bit is clever and a very South Lake Tahoe specific ruse, but I think it just comes too close after Sam's first attempt, so it doesn't work. Let's keep going with scene 54 from the original. Exterior, residential street, morning. It is the following day. Sam is out, bundled up in a heavy jacket, gloves, and dark beanie. In his hands, he holds a small pair of binoculars. He has the look of someone who went to bed too late and got up too early. Suddenly, something catches his eye and he perks up. He raises the glasses to his eyes as Brent walks down the driveway to his SUV, a blue 85 Bronco. As Brent puts the key into the car door, Sam can see that he has a long, pinky fingernail and a ring similar to the one he saw the other night. Brent starts his car. Loud rap rock can be heard through the closed doors. He begins to drive in the direction of Sam.
Oh,
Sam turns and leaves. He heads down the side street, and once he is clear of Brent's field of view, he starts to run. He hits a patch of ice, loses his balance, and falls to the pavement. Wincing in pain, he looks up to see Brent's SUV drive past the side street. Cut to. One of my issues with this scene is that it's just way too similar to the scene where Sam surveils Jose. The only thing of note here is that Sam connects the pinky ring and coke nail to Brent. So now he knows that Brent is working with big ears. And that, dear viewers, is our apple. The one thing worth keeping in both of these scenes. Now, since I've read the rest of the script, I know there isn't a scene where Sam interviews or even talks to Brent, which is a real missed opportunity because I think it's a great place for drama and conflict. So I went ahead and wrote an entirely new scene where Sam goes to Brent's work to talk to him. And here that is. 54A, exterior, state line, evening. A city bus pulls to a stop. The doors open and Sam limps his way out. He's wearing an ill-fitting sports coat over a vintage sweater. Once again, he's got his trademark black and red hat. Pausing to adjust his jacket, he glances up at the brightly lit top of Caesar's Casino. Cut to a beautiful elevated view of Lake Tahoe. The last rays of sunlight shine across the mountain peaks and cast long shadows across the lake. The opposite side is awash in alpenglow. Pulling back, we see that we are, in fact, inside the aptly named alpenglow room. Sam takes off his hat as he walks up to the small desk where the maitre d' waits.
Good evening, and welcome to the Alpenglow room. How can I help you?
I'd like to get dinner, preferably in Brent's section.
The maitre d' gives Sam a once-over.
Do you have a reservation?
No,
You're welcome to take a seat at the bar.
She motions to the restaurant's bar.
All right, thanks.
Sam walks slowly over to the bar. The effects of his jump from the parking structure still showing. 54C, Alpenglow Bar. He takes a seat and looks around the mostly empty restaurant.
What can I get you?
Sam turns to see the braided bartender, 25. Deeply tanned, her blonde hair is pulled into French braids.
Can I get an old-fashioned?
You have a favorite whiskey?
One that's in front of me.
She gives him a polite smile, but no laugh.
Do you have one you like for them?
Maker's is our go-to here.
Sam knocks on the bar top and points.
Let's do that.
She starts to make his drink.
You go ride today?
I teach up at Heavenly.
Sick. Bet you riff, huh?
I ski.
Oh boy. Sam pulls out a $5 bill.
Cool.
She places a drink in front of him.
That'll be $12.
Sam's eyes go wide as he digs in his pocket for more cash. He adds 8 ones to the pile.
Hey, do you know, is Brent working tonight?
Yeah, he's over there.
She points to the end of the bar where a young man in a waiter's uniform is eating chicken strips and fries. This is Brent, 26. With bleached-tipped spiky hair and earrings, he looks different from your standard ta-bro. Sam grabs his drink and walks over to him.
Brent?
Who's asking?
Sam, I'm Charlie's friend. You mind if I take a seat?
He motions to the chair next to Brent.
Sure, I'm almost done with my break anyways.
Sam sits and takes a sip from his drink.
She makes a killer old-fashioned, huh?
Brent grunts and continues eating his food.
I don't know if he told you, but someone broke into Charlie's house about a week ago and stole a bunch of shit.
That's so?
Sam takes out his notebook and pen.
And Charlie, he asked me to look into it. So I'm checking with all his friends that were over, seeing if they saw anything suspicious.
Brent raises his glass and turns toward Sam. As he does, his pinky ring and long coke nail come into view.
Suspicious? Like what?
Sam clocks the nail. He starts, but quickly masks it.
I heard there was this guy, Jose, that was acting shady. You know anything about him?
Shit. That guy is sketchy as f***. Heard his crew were ripping off stereos from casino garages.
Sam makes a note.
Uh-huh. Very interesting. Well, I've got what I needed. Thank you.
Flipping his notebook shut, Sam hops out of his chair and winces with pain. Brent notices. A flicker of recognition in his eyes.
Hurt your leg?
Sam pats his leg.
Hit a rail wrong at Sierra.
He pantomimes crashing onto his side.
And whack.
Damn, that sucks. You better take it easy. Wouldn't want to ruin the rest of your season.
For sure. And thanks again.
Sam grins, then walks away. As he dons his hat, his smile fades and is replaced by a look of worry. How much does Brent know? Cut to... So now the key detail that we identified is wrapped up in some conflict and drama. Sam knows that Brent is working with Big Ears, and Brent suspects that Sam was the one spying on them in the parking garage. We also get a new and unique location. Instead of it just taking place in another residential neighborhood, it takes place in a fancy lounge with a beautiful lake view. Seeing Sam's discomfort in this setting is also a good reminder of where he sits in the class level of the people of South Lake Tahoe. And that'll be a wrap on today's episode. Next time we'll be taking a look at scenes 55 and 56, where Sam visits Jenny at her work and updates her on his investigation. Until then, be good and write well.